Good morning, my people. Hope everybody doing well this particular Monday morning. Well, it would appear that I really need to do some time management, don't I? I need to prioritize some things. But as you already know, if you've been following my podcast, we made some changes just lately, man. I had to move. I came back to Ridgeland, Mississippi, and so I'm trying to get things together, man. I'm trying to get back on track. And just to give you an update on that, things are going well. Actually, all 4 of my contracts transferred along with me. So I'm able to execute all 4 in the same way that I did when I was in Oxford. And so I think things are going to go well. I think so. Anytime you make a transition, though, you get those butterflies because you're thinking, okay, now how is this going to turn out? Is it going to turn out better than it was in the situation where I was stationed there? Well, we hope so. We'll continue to work. I was telling my mom this morning, as long as I have hands to work with and breath in my body, I'm going to continue to try to make sure that everything goes well. So now, as you can tell from the title of the live, man, it's something I need to get off my chest. Something that I believe in, but I've been kind of reluctant to speak about. The title of the live is Use Your Hands. So what are we talking about? Now, as a man that believes in masculinity, I believe in working. I believe that a man finds true fulfillment in working and building, putting something together to benefit himself and those around him. That goes without saying. But we're not talking about physical manual labor this morning. What we're talking about is the way in which you use your hands in the figurative sense. Now, if you want to be happy, if you want to be content with life, if you want to be an individual who looks back at your life and has no regrets, then it has to do with the way that you use your hands. So what do we mean? It simply has to do with what you choose to hold on to and what you choose to let go of. So it's just that simple, I promise you. There are things in life that are happening to you right now that are a result of things that you have not let go. I'll give you a case in point. A lot of us, as members of our community and individuals all over the world, we deal with trauma, things that happened to us in the past, maybe when we were children, maybe when we were in our teenage years, or maybe just recently something traumatic happened. And as a result of that trauma, what happens is it kind of gives you a bias. I'll put it like that. It gives you a bias in regards to certain situations that you face because you're already disposed toward thinking, okay, this is going to end wrong. This is going to be negative. This is going to hit me in a way that I can't handle it. So you're reacting out of trauma. And then there's a lot of difficulties that we run into because there are things that we refuse. I don't care what happens. We refuse to acknowledge that we need some help with those things. Look at D. What's going on, Di? And so, like I mentioned, it's all in how you use your hands, what you choose to let go of, what you choose to hold on to. And that really determines your happiness in the future. Think about that for a moment. Because now that's something I know that I'm oversimplifying it a little bit, but still, what I want you to consider is I want you to look at things in your life right now. What are some of the things that you refuse to let go of that's causing you difficulty? What are some of the things that you need to reach out and acquire that you failed to do and that's causing you difficulty? So it revolves around the knowledge of knowing what you need to let go and what you need to hold on to. Anything negative, you know how I am. Anything negative, I'm a proponent of letting those things go. If they're family members, if they're habits that you have, if there are individuals around you that are friends, if those individuals are not bringing something that's positive to you, that's constructive, you need to let them people go. Let them go on about their business. Because while you're exerting energy to deal with them, you could be taking that energy and focusing on something that's going to benefit you and everyone around you. See, we don't have time to waste. We don't have resources to waste. The world that we live in nowadays is difficult to acquire what you need to keep living. So why would you waste time on something negative that's not going to help you in your fight to keep living? That doesn't make sense, you all. And so I just thought it was a pertinent thought for this morning. And it's a way to keep yourself positive. Because now if you're letting go of all the negativity, if you're actively letting those things go on, and you're not letting them disrupt your life, then guess what? Now you're making room for more positive things to come in because you're getting rid of the negative. You're pushing those things out the way. Coretta, what's going on? You're pushing those things out the way. So now you have a space that you can designate for positivity, right? So I think that's something that's necessary. And I know at times it's scary because just speaking personally, when I came up on the thought that it was time for me to move, because now here's the thing, it's something I believe in. I heard it said one time, but I didn't think it was true until it actually happened to me. There are places that you can go to, and when you arrive, you feel differently. There are places that you can go to, and when you arrive at those particular places, automatically you feel worse. And there are places that you can go to, when you arrive at those places, they heighten your spirit, they lift you up. And really where I was had become that place for me. It wasn't a place where I felt productive. It wasn't a place where I felt like I was accomplishing what I needed to accomplish to push my life forward and the life of my children. So I just made a decision to go somewhere where I did feel that way. It's a wonderful feeling to get up in the morning where I am now and to see people anticipating positivity in the morning. They're out jogging, they're out walking their dogs, they're in a good mood, they're in a good headspace. They're doing all kinds of things that are positive. It's a wonderful thing to be around those kinds of individuals. It's a positive thing for me. It reinforces to me that that's the way I need to start my day. I need to look at things in the positive. I need to start the day off right. I need to be working towards something. I need to be constructive. I need to get some things done during the day. And to see other individuals around you with that same mindset helps to reinforce that within yourself. So I think it was a good change. Even though there was a lot involved, man, I don't know if y'all saw the live I did or the video I posted. In the midst of moving, I got a U-Haul stuck. Now listen, I can drive anything. And I'm not just saying that. I'm from the country, so whatever you got, we can drive it. But I got a U-Haul stuck because I got distracted. So there's a whole lot of things that was going on, and that's, for me, that's kind of comical, because that sort of thing never happens to me. But regardless, I was happy that I was making a transition. And so for those of you who are looking at this particular live, or maybe you'll see this live later on, I want to say this to you and I want you to take me seriously. Your happiness, your contentment lies on the other side of difficulty. So go through the difficulty, go through the problems and the troubles that result from having to make a transition. Go through it. Take it on. Face it head on. Walk through it. And on the other side of it, you'll be glad that you did. Because now you're in a situation, as I mentioned, where you cleared away all of the negative, whether there's family members, whether there's friends, whether there's situations on your job. You've cleared those things away. And now you can focus on the positive things. You can enumerate in your mind all of the good things that have happened to you. All of the times that you thought things weren't going to work out and they worked out better than you thought they would. That's what you can focus on. As always, on Monday, we try to focus on positivity. I want you to be able to start your week off with someone telling you something good, with someone encouraging you to be positive and constructive, because there's a lot of negativity in the world. There are a lot of things that can hit you during the day that could sap your spirit, a lot of things that could hit you, that could cause you to become depressed. But the first thing on Monday morning that I think about is, what can I say to be positive and upbuilding to the people who come and listen to me? You got enough negativity. You got enough things to deal with. I have things to deal with. But despite the things that I deal with, I have to remain positive and hopeful and work toward that, because I've seen that it works. I'm not encouraging you just to be blind to the negative things around you. But what I am saying is, don't let that be your focus. Let your focus be on something constructive. And after you went through a period of time, look back at the things that you focused on that were positive and see how they added value to your life, how it worked out well for you. And then if you can do that, then that means in the future you trust being positive. You trust putting your best foot forward. You trust being constructive because it worked in the past. Well, I guess that's enough of me preaching, y'all. I guess that's what y'all come to expect from me now. As I mentioned on my live Friday, when I'm passionate about a subject, that it just comes out that way, okay? Well, as always, I love y'all. Please be positive. Do something positive. Listen, we're going to end it like we always end it. Do something positive this week and something positive will come back to you. Do something good this week and something good will come back to you. All right, y'all be easy now. Peace.